I know that I love and I love in a mighty way, way, way. Yes, I do. I know that I love and I love in a mighty way, way, way. And this is true. I know that I love and I love in a mighty way, way, way. Yes, I do. I know that I love and I love in a mighty way, way, way. And this is true. Yes, I do. I love with you. All right, my lovers, too. So I started to think about going out to the beach to do my creating, but then I started to think it's like 12:51 right now. And it's like, no, I have to change my mind on that because what I will be focusing in on is shoes. I have to start like changing out for shoes and everything because when I get there, I just want to be able to slide them off and walk, ground myself. It's grounding season for me in my lovely city of Chicago. So these are part of me creating, and I'm just really thinking it out. So I have to like rearrange shoes again, take all these out, and focus in on shoes of such to wear to make sure I am having as much time this year grounding as possible, going into nature, walking on nature. I have this thing about my feet being able to just spread and relax. So I'll be focusing on this creativity. I'm very grateful for this day to be able to do so. And I praise and celebrate it lovingly because it's considered a day that I can be productive more harmoniously. When I speak like this, one would call it a payday. Like I'm grateful that I get a chance to work over here instead, and I praise and celebrate being able to do so. I'm grateful to learn that I earned. I have so many like hours on the clock that is like it's an honor to have it as like, hey, you put it in that work, and now you get a chance to come be at home. So I was going to go to the beach and create, have the glue gun going, and I wrote some good gratitude there, and I had this there like, cause I was, wanting to talk to someone because I'm still learning from a guest teacher's perspective, and I am honored. And what I'm sharing with you all is my gratitude when it comes to these ingredients. Giving thanks for my experience with my Gambian, my Gambian my Gambian husband. I had a Gambian husband, and I'm grateful for him. He cooked this dish called plasa. But me being a vegan, choosing to work with certain ingredients, I'm still learning different perspectives of cultures. I give thanks to share this with you all because I love being born in my lovely city of Chicago, and I'm also grateful that individuals, communicate about Aquarius energy, humanitarian, getting a chance to learn different people. I'll share these moments. I speak in such a way to let my gratitude be my leader, to be able to say thank you for these different perspectives. Overall, I am that I am. Now, everything else I'm just sharing, just perspective. I study thyself to know that I'm grateful to know different perspectives because I see some commonalities. So some of the things that y'all see me eating, I'm focusing in on spinach right now. We'll be combining it with peanut butter to go with the cassava root. I'm very grateful for the Puerto Rican culture, Puerto Rican individuals. It was a restaurant that showed me you can fry cassava root. They call it yuca. Yucca. Pronunciation is important. I'm working on being able to communicate in such a way. When it comes to when it was introduced to me from my Gambian husband, cassava root, at the time I really wasn't into it like that, but it was like, oh, okay. But then as I am a person that is learning my palate and getting a chance to taste different perspectives, and my gratitude is at a high because he's the person that introduced to me Benachin, which is rice with mixed vegetables cooked in such a way. And me having a palate I go in with raw vegan, and then it's like, hey, I want to have, I'm allowing I have my moments. I call it, I'm still alive. Meaning there are some things that I'm victorious on. It's like, that's it. I accept. I did this, and this is what took place. And wherever I get a chance to have a moment of gratitude, say, hey, I'm grateful for my experience at the physical form of 47. I will share lovingly. I will continue to do so because I'm already turned up. Allow me to experience my 50th birthday. I'm honored to do so. It's going to be on a Saturday. And I say this because I am a person that had to grieve my mom transition at the age of 17, where she was like 32. And I had a moment to say, wow, it's going to be an honor to make it to that age because I know the community that I was living in. I know the family communication about our health. And it was like, I don't know if this is going to be a pattern. But my grandma on my mom's side and my dad's side, they made it to numbers like 70s and 80s. So I already knew I was had hope. Now, when it comes to, because we started talking about genetics and everything of such, and I know also activities is a part of it as well. So that's something I lovingly share with you all. And me being creative is important. Now, the creativity I'll be focusing in on is being able to go outside, function in this world, and also have my perspective, knowing that certain things are just not created. Now, I had some flip-flops that I loved the way they felt when I walked in them, but they they surrender. So when it comes to my feet, I'm also honored to heal at any time my toes, because I took a hit when I decided to go into commercial driving, and also blood flow. Now, this nail here, I lovingly share with you all, is because this nail right here, it was going through it before I transitioned to full-fledged guest teacher, hired in year 24, but I still was driving commercial. I mean, my body is like taking a hit in the time I was rising. So that's the reason why my praises are so high, because for me to be able to be in a time zone with working, saying, hey, I travel out at about 6 something, you get what I'm saying, versus 3 and 4 a.m. to be at a base at 5 something. So these are, especially when utilizing public transportation, I still have not I have not created, I haven't received a vehicle of my own yet to be able to drive to spaces in the time zone that can say, oh, she don't have to be on public transportation. But I'm grateful for it, being able to work with what I have in my lovely city of Chicago and allowing myself to be able to accomplish that which I have accomplished. So I'm still waiting for, we have next week, which will be the final day of the school year, and I have plans to celebrate that, because that's me making it to another finish line in my gratitude. So that is something I'm working towards, and still getting information, because I'm still like getting data, like who am I working with in my being able to enjoy living while I am right now. Because when it comes to the relationships, I'm honored for anyone that allowed me to be polite with them, because the reality is some people like, ooh. And the reason why I praise is because I be hearing people be like saying things like, you know where I'm from. I know where I'm from too. I know I'm a person that is given this conversation that you can be an angel, or no, I would say you can be a righteous being, or you could just be straight out wrong, a devil. So since I already know I love righteousness, so anything that I'm sharing with you all content wise, I'm honored to be a part of communicating my gratitude, because when it comes to me praising and celebrating with the righteous, that's what I'm focused on. I'm very honored to keep locking in, stay focused, use all my talents spiritually and physically to be able to express my gratitude. So I'll be here redesigning these shoes here, because for me to analyze how did I use my energy so far, because I am victorious and I'm very aware of this, and I look forward to getting some more things corrected and meeting some new individuals that get, when I said what I said, I meant what I said. And all of this is just getting like less and less of a person feeling like, you got to prove to me your exist. Yeah, I'm good. Get somebody else. I promise you. Because today I had a moment where I was just looking at someone post, and the post was comparing like which design was better, and it was like Aquarius versus Capricorn, and it was like, as an Aquarius, I already know how I'm set up. I'll just share the picture and say, look how we enjoy ourselves. But then that was just merely someone again showing people be competing, and you're not even thinking like that, but they low-key want to get, well, they high-key, all the keys want to get attention, so therefore they compare. So that's the reason why I praise and celebrate in such a way.